welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will be a repeat of what we saw last Tuesday between the Renegades and the Warriors. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Fall 23 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman. How you doing, Stu?
Greetings and salutations, one and all. Hi, Andrew. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Stu. Big day again, a repeat of what we saw just last week. It was the first time that the Renegades and Warriors matched up this season. Now they're second of 4 game days against one another. Warriors looking to get some points back. You see there a little bit further down our standings, currently 5th of 5 teams, but the Renegades looking to make their push back up the standings and ultimately overtaking first place. Not going to be possible this evening, but look at those possible points remaining. Renegades double what the Cyclones have, so they will have 2 more game days to be played here. Sorry, that's actually 3 game days through the end of the season.
And a couple scratches on the Warriors team.
Yes, Warriors still dealing with that injury to Inaki and Bradley both, and actually the 2 players that make up this 3rd team. Let's introduce it to you now. This was the one matchup where the 2 team for the Renegades was scheduled to take on the 3 team for the Warriors. 3 team, Inaki and Bradley, both players out, so Joseph and Nicholas will be the substitutes against Goenaga and Arats, one of the better second teams in all of Battle Court. Overall, in this second-ranked team, 5-3 overall. Again, 2 of those losses came when Goenaga was not playing for Inaki and Bradley. This 3rd-ranked slot for the Warriors, 0-9 overall. Ready to go here with our opening match. There's the serve.
There's a serve by Goenaga. We begin. Backhand by Arats. Nicholas is there. Backhand to the inside. Scoop. Nicholas Arats in the corner. Big backhand. Juice was not there. First point of this match goes to Goenaga and Arats, the Rabote Renegades. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And one thing the Renegades have to be careful of in this matchup and come into it heavily favored, but you don't want to be testing Joseph all too often there on the outside because he's been known to stop a couple, and when he does, he's got a bunch of power from that right side.
That and the Rabote.
Just got to be careful.
Joseph on the catch. There's the backhand. Here's Arats. Backhand. Rabote left side. Midcourt. Caught by Goenaga. Goenaga's 2-all is in the pad, and the pad is bad. We're all tied up at 1 point apiece. Joseph serves for the Wall Warriors.
A bit of an awkward angle to throw that 2-wall. I mean, Goenaga caught that pretty close to his body, then tried to wind it up and just came out a little lower than he wanted. But that's kind of what we're talking about with Joseph. You don't want to be just chucking 2-walls to the outside because, again, if he stops them, he can score, and that's probably the best way for the Warriors to take this match.
Fault under serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the catch by Arats. Backhand to the inside. Arats from the 10 line. Forehand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 11 line. Rabote forehand. Nicholas on the catch. Rabote left side. Catch by Goenaga. Drop shot on the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for the black shirts. The Wall Warriors, represented by Joseph and Nicholas. Joseph serves.
Well, 2 unforced errors, the 2 points for the Wall Warriors.
You don't want to allow your opposition or your opinion of your opposition here to lull you in a false sense of security.
Much more aggressive than we've seen Goenaga up there in the front court, but all these sent to the pad.
Goenaga picks the serve. Costado hard throw to the inside. 2-all is out. That's a point for Goenaga and Arats. We're all tied up, 2 points apiece.
I don't know if the Renegades were expecting that 2-all Goenaga pretty far off the boundary line, just sailed it a bit wide. That was close.
Backhand by Nicholas. Arats is there. Backhand to the inside. Nicholas. There's the backhand by Arats. Arats again, hard throw to the inside. Nicholas is there. Rebote by Joseph with a light touch. Goenaga gets it, and the 2-all scores. That's 3 points for Goenaga and Arats. Goenaga serves. That was a case of experience. Sorry,
yes.
I'm jumping in there. I mean, I know you're probably going to say the same thing. Is Joseph, again, now, the false sense of security fell over onto his side. He dropped that in there and didn't go to the outside. You got to know if Goenaga's winding up, it's likely he's not dropping it inside. Right. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Catch by Arats. Backhand from the 12 line. Arats on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Arats on the catch again. Backhand from the 11. Big backhand goes off the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3-3 is the score. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Arats just trying to pass, get that ball past Nicholas and force the rebote from Joseph and just getting away from him again. Seen that a couple times in these doubles matches, but not a frequent mistake.
Drop shot.
Oh,
Joseph got there but could not hold on to the ball. 4 points for Goenaga and Arats. Goenaga serves for the Rebote Renegades.
Competitive throughout this entire opening set. That's got to be a tough one for both Joseph and Nicholas. I mean, he got up there, good foot speed, just couldn't secure this catch. Look at this drop shot.
You see, you start thinking about, it's like, oh yeah, I can get to this ball. Now what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't drop it. 5 points for Goenaga and Arats. Possible set point.
And the ace to follow. Big run here for the Renegades. It was tied up at 3-3. A little bit of a nervy start, throwing some balls out of play, but settled in here nicely. We're going to close it out.
There's a backhand by Nicholas. Rebote left side by Goenaga. Backhand by Arats. Nicholas is there. Nicholas, hard throw to the inside. Nicholas, backhand to the inside. Arats, backhand goes wall to wall. Rebote coming out. Kareah, stopped by Joseph. Hand on the screen, drop ball, point and set, ladies and gentlemen, to Goenaga and Arats, the Rebote Renegades in orange. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
6-3. 5 of the last 6 for the Renegades as well. The Warriors holding a 2-1 lead off of some unforced errors, but able to settle in and close out that opening set.
There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. There's back here in between sets. Some replays from that first set. Rebote. So when it comes off the back wall, has to come into the basket, be thrown in one fluid motion. Here's a 2-all beautifully executed by Goenaga to score.
He made the adjustment the second time around, threw it a little bit higher. Cuts the serve right here.
Drop shot by Goenaga. Joseph did get there, but pulled his cesta away. He knew it after. Have to imagine he was thinking about what he was going to do with that ball before he completed the catch. Here you see Arats on the left side of your screen, Goenaga. Nicholas in the background. Good picture of the cesta as it exists there on the bench. Entirely handmade, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
Wicker basket. The hand goes inside of that glove, sits on top of the basket. Leather goes over the hand, as you see right there, affixed by that white cord called a cinta. It's the only thing that keeps the hand in there. Some players take it off, loosen it after almost every point. Ratz's brother Goenaga does that. Other players, they get a good tie, they'll hold on to it. Apparently Ratz is keeping his hand in there. Julian usually has a tendency to do the same thing.
Yeah, this Goenaga and Ratz team just one loss when those two have taken the court together. 5-3 overall. You heard at the beginning of the broadcast, but 2 of those matches 0-2 when Goenaga was not up there in the front court.
And Robin making an appearance today. I believe that Robin is going to be substituting in a little bit. Robin apparently didn't get the memo on mandatory attire in the player's cage, but he looks good.
Well, the good thing is it's a neutral color. We don't have a green team, so
this is true.
You don't.
This is true. Very true. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next set. Joseph will have the serve for the Wall Warriors. There's the serve. We begin. There's the backhand by Ratz. Nicholas is there. Wow. Beautiful catch at the side wall. Nicholas again. Backhand from the 10 line. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas goes back to the inside. Goenaga has it on the forehand. Nicholas makes the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Ratz is looking for the rebote. That's the rebote play off the back wall. Backhand by Nicholas. Rebote again. Rebote left side to the inside. Nicholas is there. Rebote by Ratz. Here's a backhand by Ratz. Powerfully thrown a little too hard. That hits the overhead screen. Joseph and Nicholas are on the board first here in the second set. Joseph serves.
And that was the second backhand that Ratz tried to give it a little extra, and the second one that sailed up into the overhead screen. See if he just tries to keep that ball to the inside on the side wall as opposed to trying to pass. Just not working out for him so far in this one. But also, as this ball warms up, a little bit easier to throw further, so see maybe a little bit later on in this set if he's able to pass more consistently.
Nicholas on the catch. There's the backhand. Rebote coming out right up the middle. Goenaga with the 2-all. Stopped by Joseph. Joseph powerfully from the costado, caught in the air by Ratz. Backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand, low and hard. Here's a catch by Nicholas. Here's a catch by Nicholas, backhand from the 10 line. Wall to wall, rebote coming out. 2-all rebote is out. 2 points for Joseph and Nicholas. Joseph serve.
And the 2-all just not really working out for Goenaga. We wanted the pad, one sailing wide, only one of them working out for him in that opening set.
Backhand by Ratz, passes. Rebote for Joseph. Joseph on the rebote, powerfully thrown to the forehand of Ratz. Kareah by Ratz, cut off by Joseph. Rebote. Backhand by Nicholas. Rebote to the inside. Rebote now by Nicholas. Diving save, light touch. Joseph got in there, light touch on the return. Goenaga reads it, stops it. Drop shot. Scores. Goenaga Rots get the point and the serve.
Really hoping that Goenaga just got to do a little bit better on some of those drop shots. The second time he's given Joseph a chance, and fortunate that both times he's missed it up there because talked about his power and
the unforced. No, you give him the ball there. He can do some. He can do some damage with it. No question about it.
Oh, another serve there.
2-2. We're all tied up. Goenaga serves.
I'd love the fight from this Warriors team. I mean, Nicholas had to fill in all last season for Inaki as a #1 player and did so admirably. A plus 500 record, one filling in for him. So know that anybody's up to the task. It's Nicholas here in the backcourt.
Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Robote forehand. Here's the catch by Nicholas. Backhand. Robote forehand saved by Joseph. 2-all. Scores. 3 points for Goenaga and Arats. Goenaga serves.
That was a really nice 2-all there by Goenaga. Finally got it in his comfort zone up there about the 5 line and had a bunch of space there. Didn't have to rush it. Took his time and perfectly executed that 2-all. Take their first lead of this second set, 3-2.
Backhand by Rotz, hard throw to the inside. What a catch by Nicholas overhead. Outside policeman. Stopped on the bounce by Rotz. Drop shot by Rotz. Scores. 4 points for Goenaga and Rotz with the Robote Renegades. Goenaga serves.
And Joseph just struggling with those softer ones today. I mean, you blasted to him towards the outside. He's made that catch pretty consistently, but, we say every day, Stu, you see those easy ones missed, the tougher catches you see him made, but it's not his day up in the front court so far. A bunch of matches to turn it around.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Robote, left side by Goenaga. Nicholas makes the catch. Goenaga for the Robote again. 2-all Robote, stopped by Joseph. Joseph powerfully from the forehand, caught by Arats. Arats to the inside, Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 12 line, wall to wall, way up high. Robote inside. Nicholas, beautiful move to make that catch.
Oh, look at Nicholas.
Nicholas took off, he got it. Hard throw in the air, Arats catches it in the air. Nicholas running back the other way. One-handed save around the back, did not have the distance. Some style points there. Point for Goenaga and Arats. 5 points, possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, it would have been probably one of the best Robote saves we've seen. No look, kind of opened up off the back wall more than he expected. But
tremendous effort by Nicholas.
Yeah, that contact with the side wall just took enough speed off of it. It dropped into the pad. Couple to work with here for the Renegades, looking for a straight set victory to start off the game day. Clean sweep last time out against the Warriors. Looking to add some more points.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Catch by Rotz. Backhand. Nicholas, forehand Robote. Goenaga cuts it off. 2-all opens wide and scores. That is point, set, and match for Goenaga and Rotz of the Robote Renegades, winning it 6-3, 6-2.
First points of the game day going to the Robote Renegades. 1.5 points per doubles win, 1 point per singles win for your team this fall 23 season of Battle Court.
So the Robote Renegades first up on the board. Today's game day. This scoreboard brought to you, of course, by DraftKings Sportsbook. See 1.5 points for doubles awarded to the Rebote Renegades. Total points of each one of the teams there along the bottom. We'll play 6 matches today. 5 remaining. 3 singles matches coming up back-to-back momentarily.
All right, Arats Goenaga, congratulations on winning that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Thank you. We feel good because we had a win, so that's the important thing. And that's the important thing. We had a win, so happy for that. And first, we had maybe a little bit of like confused or not confused, but I don't know. But we play good and we had the match. So happy for the match.
Tell me a little bit about the strategy, Goenaga.
Well, the strategy was to avoid Yeche, Nicolas, because he's a really good player, he catches everything, so the strategy was to pass him and then try to kill the point in the front.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens tonight, all right?
Thank you.
Up next, Stu, a little bit of singles here. 4th ranked singles matchup between Ubia and Kareah. Ubia here for the Renegades. First season in Battle Court, overall record of 2-3 in singles play. Kareah for the Warriors, 2-3 overall this 4th ranked singles slot. One of those wins courtesy of Robin, the other one straight set victory over Arta not too long ago. See if Kareah carry over that momentum and pick up his 2nd win single season. Fault over serve. First fault, 2nd serve coming up for Ubia. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's Ubia. Just launched it wall to wall. Kareah stops at the 6 line, turns it to the outside. Ubia stops it on the bounce. Opens up with a high 3-wall play that's caught in the air by Kareah. Ubia crosses, able to get inside. He scoops it up. Hard backhand again. Rebote, this time on the wall, laid up. Ubia, high hard play, back into the corner. Gives Kareah a shot at the Rebote. He turns it just above the pad. Soft touch, takes Ubia up to the 5 line. Goes for the 3-wall play again. Kareah, this time on the forehand, but that sails wide. First point to Ubia. He serves.
Decidedly good effort by Kareah, moving around the court really well. Ubia has tremendous power on both sides. Moving Kareah all around the court. Kareah just not able to make that last Rebote play.
That is an ace. 2nd point for Ubia. He's serving.
The dropping serve took a bit of a wonky bounce. Looked like Kareah may have thought that that was going to be an underserve, but no underserve there. Dropped in just past the 4 line. Very much in play.
Here's Ubia on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. There's Kareah. What a catch by Ubia. Crashes into the sidewall. Hard backhand. This one passing. Forehand Rebote laid up. Here's Ubia middle of the court. On the backhand. Doesn't overthrow this one. Rebote played at the 11 line. Again, on the forehand of Kareah. Here's Ubia up at the 7 line. High and hard. This one cutting back to the inside. Kareah, that one hooked. It comes up short. 3-0 advantage for Ubia.
Ubia doing a better job at volleying than we've seen in weeks past. I know last time he played Kareah had some drop balls. He was warming up really well before this match.
Over serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Kareah from the forehand, deep in the backcourt, lobs it up, able to pass. Here's Ubia, left side rebote, soft touch on the 2-wall. That is too low.
Kareah avoids a shutout there by getting a point on the board. Kareah will take over the serve. We'll see which approach Kareah takes. We've seen him take two different approaches. An extremely aggressive serve, forcing his opponent in the corner, and also just dropping it in between the 4 and 7.
Ubia handles the serve beyond the 11 line. Hard backhand, kicking up and passed. Kareah on the rebote, right up the middle. Here's Ubia, opens up for the carom. That scores. 4-1 lead for Ubia.
Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match. Again, if folks go by the history, they know that Ubia won this last matchup, but I believe it went 3 sets. Did it go 3 sets? I think it went 3 sets.
I believe so. Forehand lobbed up, Ubia running under it. There's a backhand from up at the 9 line. Left side rebote, just above the pad. There's Ubia charging. Up the middle, and that one's missed. 2 points for Kareah.
Sometimes the slow-moving balls are the most difficult to catch. How does that make sense? You get used to catching a ball coming at a particular speed, and then you get what we call floaters. These balls that just kind of kiss the front wall or kiss the side wall. The spin's a little different on them. They don't look like they're doing much, but they're actually very difficult to catch.
Nice catch by Ubia. On the serve cross, there's the backhand pass. Kareah, rebote, laid up to the inside. Ubia gets up there before the second bounce. Backhand, there's Kareah. This one kicking up. That caught the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. To be 5 points, he's got a possible set point.
Kareah, they're trying to get the ball over his opponent's head and to the back wall. In the process of doing so, kicked off the front wall high and hit the overhead screen, which is out of play.
Long 2-wall, caught the top part of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Point and set to Ubia. Wins at 6-2. 2 minutes, we'll play our second set.
So Ubia not making a number of the mistakes that I think we only saw him make one. Not making a number of the mistakes we've seen him make earlier in Battle Court this season with some missed opportunities and some drop balls. That not being the case there. Here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Players come back here in between sets, consult with teammates. There's Kareah seated on the bench. Aratz and Ubia chatting.
It was the last time these two teams matched up, which was the 7th of November, so less than a week ago. Was Ubia in 3 sets? Yeah, right. Kareah coming off of a win over Arta. Forced the 3rd set, but wasn't able to get it done last time out.
And so you see Kareah there with the cesta off and reclining. Ubia deciding he's got a good tie on, so he's not going to take his hand out of that cesta. It's player preference. It's really either way. Some players can't wait to get the cesta off. Other players will keep it in if they feel they have a good tie. Good catch here by Ubia in the replays from that first set. Catch on the forehand of Ubia. And throws a carom. Carom forehand kill shot. Thrown into the sidewall, comes to the front wall. Better caroms hit closer up to the front wall and then cut out.
I believe 3 singles matches on the slate today, Stu. 3 doubles, meaning 7.5 point day. Coming up next, will be Ben against Robin in singles. Robin will be substituting for the injured Bradley in that spot for the Warriors. That's going to be a fun one coming up next. Got our second set ready to go between Ubia and Kareah. Kareah's going to have the serve coming out as he lost the previous set. We're ready to begin our second set. Kareah will serve to Ubia. There's a serve by Kareah. Our second set is underway. Here's the backhand from Ubia. Low runner on the wall. What a catch. Kareah pulls it off the numbers. Gonna get that backhand a pass. There's Ubia. Soft touch on the 2-wall. That scores.
Ubia doing a better job overall of throwing these kill shots.
Kareah goes for the peak of the big bouncer. Ubia controls it up high on the left side. Backhand to pass. Into the Chula. That one scores. Second point for Ubia.
So, what is a chula? Chula is when the ball is thrown from the left side, it travels through the air and hits that crack there, right near Kareah's feet. The crack in between the back wall and the floor. Kind of gets trapped down there and doesn't bounce out to the rebote. That's a chula.
Peek again. Kareah coming out with it in the corner. Bouncing catch. There's Ubia backhand. Again passing. Here's Kareah. Rebote. That comes up short into the pad. Pad is bad. 3-0. Ubia serves.
Yeah, Kareah just having a difficult time making anything happen here. Trying to use technique to get Ubia in on that large bouncing forehand, the picada. Just not looking good.
Ball missed by Kareah. Reaching back behind him, that is a fourth point. Ubia serves.
Ball just tipped. Got to get that ball between the frames. It's actually one solid frame that's in the cesta. Steam bent chestnut.
Rebote left side. Here's Kareah on the bounce. 5-0. Possible set and a possible match point.
Yeah, just seemingly a handball. Kareah's head's out of it. At this point, anyway.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming for Ubia. That will score for the win. The ace ends it 6-0. 6-2 straight sets for Ubia. So far, so good for the Renegades again. Make it 8 matches in a row against these Wall Warriors. Looking to add another clean sweep here on this Monday. Coming up next to, that'll be a really fun one. Ben against Robin. Again, Robin substituting for Bradley. Take a look at that game day score now. 2.5 points reflecting those 2 wins for the Renegades. Still 0 for the Cyclones. So 47 points remaining for the Renegades coming into today. You break that down in terms of game days. There'll be about 6 left this season. Just half as many for the team up at the top, the Cesta Cyclones. So a good shot for the Renegades to get back into that top spot. And first place finisher in our regular season will earn a bye into the championship. So that's a coveted spot up there at the top, Stu. And we will be hearing from our winner, Ubia, here in just a moment. Another straight set victory for him here in singles. Here he is, Ubia, ready to go.
All right, Ubia, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
Good. Actually better than anticipated. Ready to shuttle some points, right, for our team today. We're very dived in on a mission, so happy for the win.
Did you have any specific strategy planned against Kareah today?
Yeah, I'll do exactly what I did last time, the first and third set, but double down on not losing focus, which happened on my second, right, which cost me to go to the third, and just I didn't want to go through that rally.
How do you not lose focus when you're playing?
Oh, that's a great question. Every point counts. It's only up to 6 points, and there's no advantage like in tennis, for instance, right, so to speak. So if you make 2 points and it's already 2/3.
Well, again, Ubia, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's match day.
All right, thank you.
All right, quickly introduce our 5th ranked singles match coming up next. We thank Ubia for that post-match interview. For the Renegades, it is Ben, and for the Warriors, Robin substituting for Bradley. Stu, always fun when Robin takes the court. Robin 2-0 in singles when he's substituting, defeating Spinner and Bueno.
Here's the serve. We begin. Catch by Ben. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand by Robin. Ben makes the catch at the 9 line. Over the top. Robin advances, makes the catch overhead. Kareah stopped by Ben. Ben from the forehand. Scoop attempt missed by Robin there on the left side. First point of this matchup goes to Ben of the Rebote Renegades. He serves. There's a backhand by Robin. Rebote coming out. Light touch by Ben. Coastie to the inside will score for Robin. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And you see Ben looking over to his team and tapping his chest. He knows that he just can't throw that to Robin. That was kind of a mix between a 2-all and a drop shot, and you just got to commit to one of those. Force him to move all the way up towards the front wall or force him to move to his right and try to stop that 2-all on the outside. Gave it to him right in the middle of the court. Put it back inside perfectly, just out of reach to score. You got to be careful with Robin. In terms of skill, one of the most skilled on this roster, can score from just about anywhere.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Robin makes the catch. Low placement. Gets Ben up to move. Kareah by Ben, beautifully executed and scoring. 2 points for Ben of the Rebote Renegades. In the orange shirt, he serves.
And Robin went for that long, softer forehand, trying to get that second bounce, but Ben got a beautiful read. Stopped it low on the right side, which we've seen guys struggle to control these. Look at this. Right on the floor, nice control, ball not juggling around, and then bam, the Kareah sidewall, front wall opening up nicely. Blasted that one by Robin.
Backhand by Robin. It passes Rebote. A rebound off the back wall comes out. Robin on the catch. Goes to the inside. Ben's there. Came up on him quick. He comes up with the catch. Excellent catch by Robin. He fakes the 2-all, puts it inside. Ben's there. Backhand. Rebote forehand. That's too high. It hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Ben of the Rebote Renegades. He serves.
That's just a tough Rebote forced by Ben. It's a pass, puts it right on the side wall, and Again, Robin's skilled enough to keep that rally going, but just pushed it up in the overhead screen where it's out of play. Great start here for Ben. He's got the power to make life difficult for Robin, and so far so good.
Powerful Costado. Picked up on the catch by Ben. Ben on the carom. That is beautifully executed by Ben from the 11 line. Really well thrown carom to score. Ben has 4 points. Robin with 1. First to 6 will win the set.
Maybe the best we've seen from Ben.
Yeah,
Sounded
look at this.
like
he's deep. That is a true long carom. Look at that.
That
a
thing
true
really
long
opened.
carom. That is just beautifully executed by Ben. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Robin. Robote, left side. Into the pad, and the pad is bad. Robin has 2 points, and the serve for the Wall Warriors in the black shirt.
The key for Robin, he's got to take control of these points, and that's just getting that ball past Ben and forcing it to Robote consistently. Probably the weakness in his game. Ben's great when the ball's right in front of him, but starts to turn and look for the Robote. You're going to see a couple more mistakes.
Robin with the Cortada serve. Caught by Ben back at the 11 line. There's the backhand by Robin on the return. Backhand by Ben. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Robote save. That one hits the overhead screen. Out of play. 5 points for Ben. Possible set point.
It all starts with that opening throw. Robin caught the corner. That one died. Ben able to take it and pass, and that return sent up into the overhead screen. It's about as good of a start as you could have hoped for if you're Ben. I mean, executing the shots well, passing pretty consistently, and not really letting Robin get to that Costado, which is his biggest weapon in singles.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand 2-all. Ben got there, but will not make the play. 3 points for Robin. Ben with 5 and a possible set point. Robin serves.
You always know when you play against Robin, he's got a backhand 2-all or 2 up his sleeve, and just got to be careful. Can't commit back to the inside. That's exactly what Ben did here. See that first step in?
This is really well thrown, actually.
By the time he reacts, and that high scoop is just a low percentage play there on the outside.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Ben powerfully throwing to the inside where it scores. That is perfectly executed. 6 points and the set for Ben of the Robote Renegades in orange. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. So a decidedly good showing here for Ben.
Yes, it was.
That last throw was just beautifully executed to the inside. Stayed along the sidewall the entire way. Here we are in the ESPN 3 players gauge in between sets.
And you talk about throwing the Costado inside. That's a perfect illustration right there. That thing right on the sidewall the entire way down the court.
As I'm thinking about it, he's been doing that lately.
He's been throwing that a little bit more and just gaining a little more control day by day. First one by Robin. There's the Costado. Shoulder level throw from the left side of the player's body. That beat him to the inside. Then, again, look at Ben using his foot speed to track it down. Doesn't juggle that ball at all, and then the carom follows, man.
You see, people will sometimes ask that. You could see it right there. That ball stays in the cesta. It doesn't lose contact with the inside. That carom was one of the best we've seen thrown out here by anybody. That was just beautifully executed. Catch by Robin. Here's the backhand 2-all. 1, 2. That's why it's called 2 walls. Ben going for the scoop. goes into position, but you see it bobbling around back there in the player's cage. Perfect placement. And here's the beautifully thrown ball. Look at that. Look at how it stays right along low and on the inside. Just really well done. When you see the player winding up like that, usually they have most of our players have a tendency to clip that side wall, which puts it to the outside. Got about 30 seconds to go before we begin our second obligatory set. Scoring in Battle Court, for those of you who may be new. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And in singles this season, look at it, Ben here. I think this is Ben's final singles match, 5-2 overall. So looking to get a 6th win, finish at 6-2 in his 8 matches. And he's been kind of the class of this 5th ranked group for a number of years now. Reason why the Renegades saved him in this 5th slot. See if he can close out this match against Robin.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the second set. Robin will have the serve for the Wall Warriors. Good hard serve by Robin. We begun the second set. Catch by Robin. Beautiful 2-all. Red end stop by Ben on the forehand. Ben hard from the forehand. That will score. Ben gets the first point of the second set. He serves.
Utilizing that side wall, making that catch a little more difficult for Robin. She's pretty sure-handed on that left side. A couple misses here today.
Catch by Ben. Almost. That ball's tipped. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Robin will now serve for the Wall Warriors.
Yeah, Robin's got to do more of that. When he can get the ball to the costado, he's just got to wind it up and mix it up. It's the only way you got to beat Ben. He's got great foot speed, reacts to the ball well. He's got great power. So you just got to mix it up with some shots and force him to move around the court. That's where you're going to see a couple more mistakes with his catching.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Rebote coming out. Robin going for the rebote. That ruled to have touched the rail just above the front wall. Enough to score. That's a point for Ben. He serves.
Close, Stu. That was close. And maybe just catching a piece of that overhead screen. Gets kind of tough there on the inside with the rail, but...
Here's the backhand by Robin. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out to the 7 line. 2-all way out. 2-2. Robin serves.
And Ben's been pretty precise all match long. That's really the first wild mistake we've seen. Just got to lock back in. You see, hitting himself on the head, telling himself to do the same. Just lock back in. Don't need any of those mistakes. And he's been doing well keeping that ball to the inside.
There's the backhand by Ben. Rebote coming out. Ben goes for the catch, kind of chops at it. That's 3 points for Robin. Robin now taking the lead here in this second set. He serves.
As opposed to laying up these rebotes, he's actually throwing them a little bit higher off the front wall, resulting in a bigger bounce. So Ben has to commit, either get there in the air or it's going to force a tough scoop like he did right there. Just couldn't control it. You talked about that chopping motion, and that's what he had to do with that ball kicking way up.
There's a backhand by Ben. Powerfully thrown wall to wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote very much inside. What a catch by Ben. Good control. There's the backhand. Robin takes it in the air. Backhand to all. Caught almost in the air by Ben. That was at the cesta. Ball goes off the frame. 4 points for Robin, and he serves. Here's a catch by Ben. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote. Ben on the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped up beautifully by Robin. Robin with a powerful throw. Caught beautifully by Ben. There's a catch by Ben. Backhand. Backhand 2-all. Caught in the air by Ben. There's a backhand by Ben. Catch by Ben. Ball tipped. 3 points for Ben. Robin has 4. Ben serves. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Robin. Robote forehand by Ben is out of play. That's 5 points for Robin and a possible set.
That's what we've seen with Robin. I mean, came out slow in that Bueno match and then came back and won the next 2. So it's been known to make a comeback or 2. Looking at another whose resume here against Ben.
Here's the backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Robote forehand is out of play. 4 points for Ben of the Robote Renegades in the orange shirt. He serves.
Yeah, just didn't get a great read on that one, I don't think. I mean, kind of first step was back, had to get out there to play that Robote, and then pushing it wide means that just didn't get out far enough. And Ben with the chance here to end it in straight sets.
Catch by Robin. Powerful throw. Caught on the forehand of Ben. Ben to the inside. Robin got there, could not hold on to the ball. It is 5-5. Therefore, possible set, possible match point here for Ben in the orange shirt. If Robin wins this, we'll move on to a third and final set.
I think it's going to come down to one costado here for Robin to force a third set. He's been running around all these serves, keeping it on the left side. Great adjustment there by Ben that time. Made the catch, a tough catch on the bounce. Coming up in on him pretty quickly. Chance to force a third set.
There's the backhand by Robin, powerfully thrown, wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand. Here's Robin. Robin to the inside, that's really well thrown. Ben gets in there and makes the save. Robin from the 8 line on the forehand. Low and hard. Scoop by Ben. There's the backhand caught by Robin. Robin powerfully thrown from wall to wall again. Forehand Robote. Does not pass. Caught by Robin on the 8 line. Scoop missed. We're going to a third set in just 2 minutes. Robin takes the second set, 6-5.
First third set of the day, Stu. Robin, yet again, coming back, forcing a third and decisive set. Yeah, looking back to Robin's last matchup here, that was against Bueno when he filled in for Bradley. Lost the opening set 6-5, then came back 6-2, 6-4, and that's that comeback we were talking about. Looking to do it again.
ESPN 3 players cage in between sets. Robin, the hard-fought victory there to get him the set. You see Gaucheri with a towel Wrapped pretty securely around his neck, actually. Rots, Goenaga. And look, the humor between the guys in the back is good. We do know that. Robin, like El Barba, can potentially substitute on any one of these teams. All the players basically share a locker room. So the camaraderie is really solid between them all.
And Robin filled in for these Renegades if he played with the Rots in doubles. So, again, friendly with all the guys, but particularly this Renegades team. Looking to play spoiler today, though. Warriors need him. He's already gotten some points for that team. Looking to add another one. It's all going to come down to this third set. And Ben clawing his way back into that set, but really got away from him. That forehand on the outside looked like he was going to wind up a carom, trying to tie it back up. Opened up a couple-point lead for Robin. That was just too little too late. Ultimately tying it up at 5-5, but Robin getting that decisive 11th point. Force this third set right here, beginning right now, Stu.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the third and final set. First to 6 points wins the match. Ben serves the Rebote Renegades. There's the serve. We begin. Backhand by Robin. Low and hard to the inside. Ben's there. Backhand. Ben makes a fine catch in the air. Winds up. Soft 2-all play. Robin on the run. Got there, but cannot hold on. Ben gets the first point of the important third set. He serves.
I mean, Robin working his way across the court, trying to track that one down. Ben put enough bounce on it that he got assessed on it. That is a rare miss for a player of his caliber. On the outside, right to his forehand, probably looking to kill it from there. Just did not secure the ball first.
Backhand by Robin. Powerful throw to the inside. Goes wall to wall. Out to the Rebote. Catch by Robin now at the 9 line. Low and hard. Scooped up by Ben. Here's the backhand from the 11 line. 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for Ben. Here in this third set, he serves.
Yeah, say game of inches too. That one just a bit low. Kicked it down off the side wall. Would have beat him to the outside, but just got to make sure he hit the front wall. And in a great spot here. First 2 points. Robin, tough guy to come back on. And then's got this comfortable lead. Now Robin's going to be pushing a little bit more, and you see a couple wild shots when he does so.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Scoop by Ben. Here's the forehand. Powerfully thrown wall to wall. Bote comes out to the 6 line. Robin's on it. 2-all. Caught by Ben. Ben grabs it quick. So does Robin. Backhand to the inside. Rebote left side. Hooked into the pad, and the pad is bad. There'll be no shutout here. Robin is on the board with a point for the Wall Warriors. Now he serves.
That's a momentum swinging play right there. Ben had a chance to kill it from the forehand, kicked it right to Robin on the left side and able to convert. Could have opened up a 3-point lead. Instead, the deficit just 1. Yeah.
There's a catch by Ben. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote saved by Robin. Here's Ben. Backhand to the inside. Powerfully thrown wall to wall. Robin comes out. Catch by Ben. Then low and hard to the inside. Scooped by Robin. Quick release on that left side with power. Robin makes the catch. Placement inside, scoop by Ben. Here's the backhand. The Bote 2-all does not open. It's stopped by Ben on the forehand. Hard throw. Goes off the cesta of Robin. That's 3 points for Ben. He serves.
Yeah, kind of the opposite of that point at 2-0, Stu. Robin really giving Ben a chance to stay in it, made a tough scoop and gets this point to open up that lead back to 2. Crucial point right there.
Here's the backhand by Robin. Robin trying to turn that into a rebote. Ball's just out of play. 4 points for Ben. He serves. Reminder, we're in the third and decisive set. The first player to reach 6 points will win the match.
Almost got that backhand all the way over Robin. You don't see that all too often, but helps have a guy with Ben's power out there. He just has to launch one, and Robin just trying to get out there, drop it above the pad. Caught the top part.
Robin on the catch. Backhand 2-all. Will land in and score. 2 points for Robin. Ben has 4. First to 6. Wins the match. Ben serve.
Going back to the backhand 2-all, Stu. Looked like he was going to wind it up. See the feet, how they're opened up into the side wall. Kind of a tell. And that's just a tough scoop again. Moving to the outside, on the outside. Hard to line everything up. Make that catch.
Light serve by Robin. There's the backhand by Ben. Rebote. Kareah. Robin gets there, midcourt. Sidearm Kareah. Stopped by Ben, but he does not hold on to it. 3 points for Robin. He serves.
Second time the bench just short-armed a 2-all attempt that could have beaten Robin to the outside. Gave him a chance, stopped it, and executed Kareah of his own to score. I mean, this really should be a 5-2 advantage in favor of Ben. Now just a 1-point deficit. Look at this one. I mean, Robin going to the outside. I mean, he gets there in plenty of times, too. Then opens up just above the pad. Look at Ben trying to advance, and that's just tough to control. Right on the ground.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Catch by Ben. Forehand low and hard. Will score. 5 points for Ben. Possible match point.
There's so many options there for Ben, and again, kind of gave Robin a chance when he didn't have to. That extra kick off the sidewall came back across his body to the forehand. Never want to give Robin a chance to make a play on the ball with his skills, but getting away with one right here. Now a chance to close it out. A couple points to work with. You see there.
2-all. Red and stopped by Ben. Ben powerfully from the forehand. This will be a 3-wall play. That scores for the win. Point set and match for Ben. Winning in the third set, 6-3.
Three-setter going in favor of Ben. Keeps the perfect day alive for his Renegades team. Up next is that third-ranked singles matchup. Goenaga and Julian. You see them making their way out on the court. Ben coming off. Big win over Robin. Now let's take a look at that game day score now. With 7.5 points available today, the Renegades will need just one match. Could be singles, could be doubles. Just one more win out of these next three, and they will lock up the game day. Second team this season to eclipse the 50-point mark, 50.5. That's with a couple extra game days remaining compared to those Renegades. We'll be hearing from our winner, Ben. Single season done, finished with a record of 6-2. Here he is, fifth-ranked player for the Renegades.
All right, Ben, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling really accomplished, man. I really wanted to do this for my squad. Put that point, it was an important point that we needed, so I'm just happy I was able to come through for the team.
Do you have any strategies playing against Robin?
Yeah, I work on my conditioning daily. Him, not so much, so I was just trying to tire him out because, in all honesty, he shoots better than I do. He's a more skilled player. I just had to beat him off of conditioning.
Last question, Ben. I know you're left-handed. How do you feel as a left-handed highlight player?
I mean, the first couple years, it was like a fish out of water. Now it's a little bit better. You can still tell that my left side throws is better than my right side throws, but it's not as big of a gap as it was the first 2 years.
Well, Ben, again, congratulations on winning the match. We'll see what else happens in tonight's game.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Stu, third-ranked singles match upcoming. Goenaga and Julian taking the court against one another. Goenaga this season for the Renegades, a record of 3-1 in singles play. Julian 2-3 for the Warriors. Goenaga has a serve. Fourth match is underway. Here's Goenaga from the inside, backhand. Stopped by Julian. Backhand lobbed up, that clears the overhead screen. Tough for Bote, dropped just above the pad. Here's Julian, winding up the two-wall. That opens up. Goenaga stops it on the outside. High, hard forehand, gonna get past. Julian running with it. Dug it out, but that one sails up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. Goenaga on the board first.
So you'll hear us say rebote, rebote, rebote. Every time the ball passes the players, hits the back wall, and comes out. Basically, the momentum with which the ball comes out on the rebound off the back wall kind of determines the type of throw that you're going to be able to make, whether or not you go for it on the left side or right side. In that case, momentum of the ball coming into Julian Sesta pretty quickly. Try to get it up and high and inside while not hitting the overhead screen.
Here's Goenaga on the inside. Launch that backhand wall-to-wall. Julian, rebote save. Goenaga backing up, tried to pick that one up on the left side, just tipped it. That's going to tie it up, 1-1. Julian serve.
Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Big backhand again by Goenaga. Julian looking for the rebote. Rebote two-wall. That is too low.
Julian looking to make a 2-wall, but make it softly enough to draw Goenaga a little too far off up right. But flirted with the pad and hit it.
Big backhand by Julian, lobbed into the corner. Goenaga has the rebote. Backhand by Julian. One passing again, Goenaga. Rebote left side, comes out to the middle of the court. Julian get a pass with that forehand. Goenaga looking for it. Drops it inside. There's Julian to cut it off. 2-wall by Julian. Kicked down into the pad. The pad is bad. 3-1 lead.
So Julian not one to typically make 2-wall plays like that, but that one, both of them hitting, one flirting with the pad, the other one just hitting the pad directly. Magic City Fronton pad there along the bottom is, of course, out of play, as is the overhead screen, as are the boundary lines there on the floor, marked in red.
What a catch here by Julian. That serve crossing the sidewall. Rebote. Goenaga, it's a 2-wall. Julian going to get there on the outside. Julian opens up for the carom. Goenaga, he's going to get there, tracks it down, shoots it above the pad. Julian looking for it.
Nice
he
save.
makes a save.
Outside, too.
Goenaga from the outside. The drop shot will score. That's perfectly thrown. 4-1 lead.
Goenaga pretty confidently moving Julian around the court. Julian made a good catch deep. Goenaga just killed it up in the front court. The ball was bouncing twice by the 4 line.
Hard serve again. Julian takes it in. The backhand's going to pass. Rebote left side. Dropped high to the inside. Julian up the wall. Actually, make that catch. It's on 2 feet. Rebote 2-wall. That
That's
is
nice.
snap
Wow.
to score. Brings it to 5-1. Goenaga has a possible set point.
That is really beautifully executed by Goenaga. Costado 2-wall off the rebote. Wrist open wide and just snapped it. You're absolutely right.
Backhand by Julian. This one going to pass again. Rebote, left side. Keeps it back inside. Julian. It's a nice catch. Here's the backhand. Backhand to the inside into the Chula. Julian lays it up. Nice rebote. Goenaga charges. Stops at the 6 line. The carom perfectly thrown to score for the set. Goenaga takes it 6-1. 2 minutes will play. Set number 2.
So Goenaga just unstoppable as far as Julian was concerned there. Julian playing a very defensive game throughout. Goenaga attacking from the left, attacking from the right, attacking off of the rebote, and took it to straight points.
Yeah, the shot variety there. I mean, 2 walls,
everything.
caroms,
Yep,
drop
absolutely.
shot, 2-wall off the rebote. And if it exists, he threw it in that opening set, and almost all of them getting by Goenaga, by Julian rather, for that 6-1 victory. And this is Julian's first of, I believe, 3 matches in a row, Stu, on the schedule. So he'll be coming out the rest of the day for these Warriors.
Yep. First powerful throw here. Julian keeping the rebote to the outside, though. More of a hook, actually. Drop shot. See, here we see it making connection with that side wall. That'll make all the difference in the world. Every surface that the ball touches changes the spin ever so slightly. Beautiful 2-wall, 2-score.
There's that carom coming from the right side. I mean, just perfect. I mean, the way that opened up, caught flat-footed.
There's Julian.
Goenaga this season, Stu, kind of a sneaky good record. I mean, 6-1 when he's played with the Rots. I believe 1-1 when he played with Ben, and in that one loss was the match where he actually did hurt his right arm for the first time, so wasn't 100% in that one. And then in singles, he's 3-1 so far, looking to get his 4th win. So not many losses for Goenaga of the Renegades, having a pretty solid season here in fall 23 of Battle Court. Julian looking to force the 3rd set. He's got the serve here to begin. There's a serve by Julian. Our 2nd set has begun. The The big backhand. There's Julian out for the rebote. That clears the overhead screen, cutting back inside where it's missed. Julian on the board first in our second set.
Julian gets the first point of the second set. Reminder, the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Forehand dropped over the top, getting by Julian frontways. The rebote not there. Goenaga ties it up, 1-1.
Julian going for a scoop, and again, scoop is as much about timing and positioning as anything. A little bit more difficult to catch the ball once it touches the floor.
Perfect serve there, blasted by Goenaga. That's an ace, 2-1 lead.
So the ace, Goenaga has sneaky power, huh?
He just
Yeah.
whipped that in.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That serve was in. That one missed. Another ace for Goenaga. That is a 3-1 lead. That serve
ball came off the side wall.
Magic City bounce there, forces the ace. That's 4-1 lead for Goenaga.
Yeah, I mean, Julian's more than capable of catching every one of those. That last one, though, not so much. That ball took a wonky bounce off the side wall, came into his body quickly.
Julian's got that one. Backhand from the 11 line. Stopped overhead. Here's Goenaga. Launches that one to the inside. Rebote forehand. Able to pass. Goenaga keeps it inside. There's Julian with a tough scoop. Backhand, low and hard. Goenaga running under it. Powerful backhand again. Launched into the corner. Comes shooting off the back wall. Julian. Nice rebote again. Tough catch by Julian. Delivers it inside. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Goenaga drops it inside. Julian up at the 9 line. Low runner. There's Goenaga. Picks it off the side wall. Julian going up, not going to let it pass. Drops the forehand inside. There's a tough scoop. Goenaga's 2-wall opening up. Julian gets there on the outside, low and hard. There it scores. Second point for Julian. He serves.
Julian seeming to find a bit more of his game here in this second set. Moved up on the ball beautifully there. Julian's primary weapon is his forehand, especially when he stops balls to the outside there. Throws with a high degree of accuracy and very powerfully.
Goenaga again, strong backhand. Julian backpedals into position, stops at the 6 line, turns it low and hard. Goenaga shoots it back inside. Julian, good stop, hard backhand. Miranda Bote on a knee. Here's Julian, stops it on the inside. His forehand, fake the outside placement. The scoop is missed. Just a 1-point deficit now. Julian serves down 4-3.
Julian more than capable of coming back here in this second set. Again, Goenaga in the last set had those 3 serves back-to-back that just ate Julian up. Julian on slightly different pace here in this second set.
Bote. Here's Goenaga, middle of the court. Back inside, Julian runs under it. Fires it just above the pad. Clean miss frontways, the rebote is hooked. 4-4 is the score. Julian serving. Look at that one, clean miss frontways, then Goenaga looking for the rebote. Yeah, just hooked it. The top part of the pad, come back here for Julian. Tied it up. Perfect serve there. That is an ace. Julian has brought it to 5-4. It's a possible set point.
Quite a comeback here for Julian here in this second set.
Powerful serve, scores. That's 2 aces in a row to end that set. We have a third one to decide this match. Wow, Stu.
Talk about a comeback, huh? So Julian only getting 1 point in that first set. He gets 6 points and wins the second set.
3 missed serves in a row. Thought that, maybe just wasn't his best day. A couple matches, maybe looking ahead, but he settled in. And
tremendous comeback there by Julian of the Wall Warriors. There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage in between sets.
Started to power those serves back to Goenaga.
Julian, one of the players who keeps his hand in that cesta. Here are some replays from that second set. Hard throw. Beautiful scoop here. The scoop and 2-wall combination, always a beautiful combination of catch and throw. Just looks nice. Second scoop not happening there. Julian again. Once he gets that power going. Again, entirely different player in the second set than he was in the first. Ball tipped down low. That was a clean miss. Bote, however, falling short and hitting the pad. That serve. And another one.
You look at where all these serves are crossing.
Exactly. See, that's what you got to look at with that serve. That's the best view to do it with. When it comes in low and fast and crosses that side wall, it's particularly difficult to get your cesta behind it there. Again, we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Julian in the foreground. You see Goenaga there seated. Oh, he was seated. Now he's up. About 20 seconds before we begin this next set. Background, you got Kareah warming up. We'll see him in doubles up next. But first, we have the third and final set of Goenaga and Julian for Bote Renegades and Wall Warriors.
3.5 points on the game day already for the Renegades. Wall Warriors looking to get their first points. We are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Goenaga, the Renegades, has the serve. There's a serve. Our third set begins with an ace perfectly placed and scoring. Goenaga quickly on the board with a point.
Really beautifully executed serve there by Goenaga. Again, like Julian did before, and like Goenaga did before that. Crossing that side wall hard and fast off the serve.
What a catch that time by Julian. Low runner. Goenaga, there's a good scoop on the inside. Hard backhand. Stopped by Julian. Julian able to get this one to pass into the corner. Robote left side. Dropped just above the pad. Here's Julian on the forehand now. That's going to be a tough scoop. Beats him to the inside. It scores. 1-1. We're tied up.
Keeping that ball low and inside. Again, the closer you get the ball to the side wall, the better off for you, the more difficult to catch or rebote for your opponent.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Backhand to the inside. Here's the rebote forehand. There's a nice save by Julian. Here's Goenaga charging on the inside to Kareah. Julian breaking. He's going to get out there. Julian, hard forehand return, scores. He takes the lead now, 2-1 in our third set.
More importantly, too, Julian moved up on that ball beautifully.
Goenaga gets to that serve before it crosses right in the corner. That comes shooting out. Julian, that's a quick turn on the rebote. Tough scoop, the 2-wall. Julian, he's going to get there on the outside. Low hard forehand is scooped up by Goenaga. What a catch. Forehand rebote laid up. Here's Goenaga charging. Goenaga faked the 2-wall, kept it inside. Julian runs around it. The outside placement just out of reach and scoring.
What a shot by, this is an entirely different Julian.
Wow, what a shot by Julian.
This Julian was not on the court in the first set. He's been here in the second set and very much here in the third set. That outside placement was just lethally done. Nice rebote play here. Goenaga gets the ball. Julian on the forehand.
Look at this.
Boom, straight to the outside.
And
You have to have
just-
supreme confidence. Look at that ball curving
Just
out.
out of reach.
That's just gorgeous.
Goenaga takes the serve. There's a backhand. Oh, Julian committed, trying to get out there for the rebote. He does. Here's Goenaga on the inside. Drops it over the top. Passes Julian front ways. There's a rebote. Here's Goenaga. Costado, 2-wall.
Really well done.
Opening up to score. Deficit's just 1 point now. Goenaga serves. Look at this 2-wall again, Stu.
Beautifully executed by Goenaga. I mean, really well done.
Not get to that one. That opened up nicely.
Very nice. See what he does with the serve here.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Goenaga. Forehand inside, gets by Goenaga front ways. He commits, he's got the rebote on the back end. Here's Julian opening up for the carom. That scores, nicely thrown. Brings the lead back up to 2.
Julian is 2 points away from closing out this match in a third and decisive set, which has seen him make a tremendous comeback from that first set, with still 2 matches upcoming.
Nice catch by Goenaga deep in the corner. Just launched the backhand. Julian out for the rebote early. Tries to get it to pass. He does. Beautiful return by Goenaga. Here's Julian now scrambling. Makes the left side save. Goenaga keeps it on the Costado. Back inside. Beats him to score. Third point for Goenaga. He served.
Very well done by Goenaga. Again, the key in highlight, attempting to throw the ball where your opponent's not or just out of reach. In this case, you throw it to your opponent's feet. That's exactly what Goenaga did there.
Beautiful rebote dropped over the top. Julian's got it. Back to the inside where it's tipped. Julian with a 5-3 lead. He has a possible set and a possible match point. Under serve. Second serve coming up. Rebote forehand. Low and hard. Here's Goenaga. Rebote left side. Here's Goenaga advancing. Stops it on the forehand up at the 6 line. Back inside. Here's Julian looking for it. Rebote missed.
Rebote.
5-4. Goenaga serves.
It's a nail biter. This is as close as we get.
What a catch there by Julian. Goenaga going up high on the forehand. Over the top to the inside. There's Julian. Backhand. Low runner. In the corner. Rebote comes shooting out. Goenaga makes a good save. Julian on the forehand. Drops it over the top. The scoop is missed. Point set and a hard-fought match going to Julian, winning in 3 sets, making the last one 6-4. first points of the day for the Wall Warriors coming courtesy of Julian. Lost that opening set 6-1, but he fought his way back for a big 3-set victory. And Julian will be coming back out. Give him a little bit of an extended break here. It's going to be 3 minutes between our next matches. Let's take a look at that game day score now. Not quite over yet. Nicholas and Julian will have a chance to keep the game day alive going into our final match when they take on Goenaga and Ubia, and in just under 2 minutes. We'll be hearing from Julian. Man, I mean, we've seen players come out and look completely different from set to sets too, but that was unlike anything we've seen. Julian, a really slow start, throwing a couple shots. Goenaga took advantage in that opening set, but he came storming back after that series of missed catches in set number 2 off the serve. Won a majority of the points in the second half of that second set and into set number 3. We will hear from Julian of the Wall Warriors. Here he is. Julian, ready to go.
All right, Julian, you have an absolute marathon ahead of you today. How did you prepare for today's game day?
I'm not prepared, but I want to go out there, do my best, try to win, and that's it.
What was your strategy playing against Goenaga?
I knew it was going to be a tough match. I started kind of slow, but I decided to not to go down and keep doing my best, and that's what I did.
Well, Julian, congratulations. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you, Angeles.
And Julian coming out next. Nicholas up in front of him. They take on Goenaga and Ubia. So Nicholas and Julian, the second-ranked doubles team for the Wall Warriors. Overall, 3-4 is the second-ranked team. Goenaga and Ubia 4-3 as the top-ranked team for the Renegades. This will be Goenaga and Ubia's 8th and final match of the season. Again, Nicholas and Julian filling in here as Inaki is out. So actually the official sub, Julian comes in for Inaki. Nicholas slides up into the front court and Julian moves into the back court. This was scheduled to be a top-ranked doubles match. Again, with that injury to Inaki, how to utilize Julian there as the sub. Our final match of the day. El Barba against Joseph and Julian. That will follow this one. Just a couple seconds away from the start. We'll get Julian out there ready to go with match number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match of the day. Goenaga will have the serve for the Robote Renegades. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Goenaga serves, we begin. Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a catch by Julian. Backhand to the inside. Goenaga there. Backhand by Goenaga. Big backhand to the inside. Ubia lets it pass. Nicholas makes the catch. Backhand. Catch by Ubia. Backhand. Julian's there. Big backhand clears the overhead screen. There's the Robote. Catch by Julian. Robote forehand. Dropping down. Nicholas makes the catch. Powerful throw. Robote left side. Hooked into the pad. Pad is bad. First point of this match goes to Nicholas and Julian.
And Julian really turned it up from that second set on. Tough catches here early on in this first point. It really comes down to that front court matchup here. The higher ranked players both in the front court. Nicholas not nearly as aggressive as these top ranked players, but might start mixing it up here.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Julian's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Backhand by Julian. Catch by Buschetti. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Deep to the backcourt. Robote coming out. Julian on the run. Has a tip ball at the 8 line. We're all tied up. 1 point apiece. Gaucheri serves the Robote Renegades in orange. Difficult catch by Julian. Good adjustment. He holds on to it.
Man, what a play.
Here's a backhand by Julian. It goes deep. Ubia on the catch. Robote forehand. Just missed by Nicholas. 2 points for the orange shirts, Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves. There's a catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Ubia on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. There's a backhand by Gaucheri. Robote coming out. Backhand by Nicholas. Catch by Ubia. Robote, forehand. Ubia is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Julian on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Robote, the rebound from the back wall, played by Gaucheri. Cut off in the front court by Nicholas. There's a backhand. Backhand by Nicholas. Excellent catch by Gaucheri. Backhand from the 9 line. Gaucheri again, backhand. Backhand by Nicholas. Postalo 2-all. Is ruled in.
It was ruled in. We're taking a look at Julian. Going to look. Yeah, they have a ability to challenge if they want to.
But if the judges worked it out amongst themselves and they
But I
don't
think
want
they
to,
will.
are they going to?
I think they are going to challenge here.
We'll find out if they want to challenge. They're wandering over here
Yeah.
like they're going to challenge
Looks
it.
like they will here. So that point, the ball was ruled in. The point would go to Gaucheri and Ubia. Again, easy case here when the ball was originally ruled in.
There's an official challenge. The ball was ruled in.
And it was a challenge by the Wall Warriors. Ball was ruled in on the 2-all thrown by Gaucheri. And we will get a look here. Pretty simple in these cases when the ball's ruled in. If the ball touches any part of the line, the point will go to the Warriors.
Right.
If the ball is deemed to be in or the call stands, the point will stay with the Renegades
And
here.
so folks know it's a bit of a happy accident here. The tape on the outer cover of the ball leaves a mark on the, we'll call it a slate gray, dark gray floor. And sometimes we have a replay. So there we have it.
So that
And
actually,
they're
that
taking
was
a look at
the
it right there.
yeah.
So you see most of that mark on the black, but if any part of it is touching the white, it's out. If any part of it, and this is as much of a line call, if any part of that is touching the line, it is out.
I mean, the original call was in, so there has to be clear video evidence that that ball touched the line. It could be too close to change the call, and they may stick with what the judges called, but maybe a different look, and we don't get the exact same feed here that the replay.
No, of course, they and potentially
Chief
they have
Judge
other angles
gets.
as well. But if any part of that touches the line, then it's out. If none of it touched the line and it was right on the edge, and here we have.
I mean, that is the right mark.
The second judge coming over to take a look.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Stu. That.
So what happens when you know the majority of the ball?
Yeah, they're going to say that the official word from the chief judge
Call
is
stands.
call stands, not confirmed. So again, just not enough to overturn it on that replay. Said that ball was called in. The call stands. That point will stick. That third point going up for the Robote Renegades.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's absolutely a tough one.
Without zooming in and getting that close, it's really tough to say for certain that ball.
But that's the majority of the ball was in. There's no question about that.
But if any part, but hard to get that any part
Any
look.
part, I couldn't see it.
So 3-1 lead for the Renegades.
There's a serve by Gaucheri. Excellent catch by Julian. Backhand to the inside. Floater. And it scores. 2 points for Nicholas and Julian. Nicholas will serve for the Wall Warriors.
And quickly getting that second point back. Good job for this Nicholas and Julian team. Sometimes after a challenge, particularly close one, you might be a little frustrated, but they settled in, got that point. Just a 1 point deficit now, still in this set.
Line catch. Nice return by Julian. Ubia sends it out for the Robote. Excellent catch by Julian. Powerful forehand. Here's Ubia. Backhand. That's a beautiful backhand by Julian. It goes wall to wall. Gaucheri fires it to the inside. Scoop down low. Beautiful catch by Julian. Here's Ubia again. Ubia from the 12 line. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Ubia on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Here's a backhand by Ubia. Catch by Julian. Julian from deep in the backcourt. Ubia now on the left side. Backhand to the inside. That ball was floating and is tipped. 4 points for Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah, kind of a tough one there. Kind of died off the front wall, so it didn't come as far as Julian thought, which forced that awkward scoop. Warriors just have to communicate a little bit better. With that ball dying, it looked like Nicholas was coming into the backcourt, but Julian didn't hear him, didn't see him. Went for that ball front ways. Would have been an easier rebote for the front quarter.
What a catch by Nicholas. Beautiful catch and return by Ubia. Catch by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. Passes the front quarter. Ubia. Backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand to the inside. There's the catch and the return by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Big right side. Ball tipped. 5 points for Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves.
And it's another one kicked off the sidewall, dropping lower than Julian expected, and just wasn't in the right position to take that ball in the air. In addition to watching, just have to hear for the sound as well, off the front wall and the sidewall.
There's one thing unique to the Magic City court. Sound plays a big role in it. Takes players usually a couple weeks to get used to it.
Absolutely.
What a serve by Goenaga. That's a beautiful catch and return by Julian. Here's Ubia. Low and hard to the inside. Nicholas calls for their bote. Little clip. Clean miss by Goenaga in the front court. Bote saved by Julian. Sends it a little too high. Point and set for Goenaga and Ubia, winning the first set 6-2. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, and play our second set.
The Renegades take the opening set 6-2, but in our last match saw a dominant first set, and then the trajectory of that match and the momentum flipped in set number 2. See if the Warriors can do that yet again to keep the game day alive. Renegades need just one win of these next 2 matches to secure another game day win. I don't think their concern is much about winning the game day as putting as many points upon the board as possible so they can overtake that number 1 seed in the regular season and advance with a bye into the championship. And for those new to Battle Court, top 3 finishers in our regular season will advance into the playoffs. The number 1 seed in the regular season advances straight to the championship via a bye. The 2nd and 3rd place finishers will play off. Just one playoff day. The winner of that game day will advance to play the number 1 team in the regular season in our championship, which is scheduled for Friday night, December 15th. See Nicholas and Julian talking through some of the strategy here. Again, tough to score. I mean, the offensive shots against Goenaga up there in the front court moves about as well as anybody, reads the ball well. Just a complete front court player. And for Nicholas, making that transition from the back to the front, biggest difference is just not as many shots and not as comfortable when he gets the opportunity to shoot them. It's just kind of been what this Warriors team is lacking, just a little bit of offense. You know the defense is there, and you know they're going to fight. Those 2 guys, Julian and Nicholas especially, just tough to match that offense by Goenaga up in the front.
Take the last couple moments here in the ESPN3 Players Cage.
And you noted, Stu, as well, the play by Ubia in the backcourt, as solid as we've seen him back there.
This is the best we've seen him play all season.
I mean, he's got great power, and just some of the catching at times come undone a bit. But here in this doubles match, particularly top-ranked doubles match, seeing some of the best from Ubia here in our Fall 23 season. Second set ready to go. The Warriors out. They will have the serve here to begin set number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the second set. Nicholas has the serve for the Wall Warriors in the black shirts. Drop serve. Nicholas and Julian on the board first in the second set. Nicholas serves.
Yeah, as he went to get that ball to the costado, just lost it. Kind of a slower windup than we're used to seeing from Goenaga, but not a common mistake from that guy up on the front. Big break for the Warriors to start off this second set, though.
Good catch. Nice return by Ubia. Robote dropping low. Good save by Nicholas. Here's Goenaga. Backhand. Julian's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Here's the backhand by Julian. Powerfully thrown. Backhand by Nicholas. Hard throw to the inside. Ubia is there. Ball tipped by Goenaga at the 10 line. 2 points for Nicholas and Julian. Nicholas serves.
And just looked like he took his eye off it, Stu. Middle of the court, coming to his forehand. You don't see that miss all too often. And maybe had a shot lined up, trying to get it back to Julian with a low, hard forehand. Again, just missed the ball.
Beautiful catch. Nice return by Julian. Here's Ubia. Robote by Gaucheri. Blasted to the inside. Beautifully thrown. There's a backhand by Julian. Here's Ubia. Backhand from the 11 line. Nice save. Gaucheri attacks. Bilo scores for Gaucheri. 1 point for the orange shirts. Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves.
That's just all power right there. I mean, when you get in on the costado and you wind it up and throw it straight to the outside, the filo, what that one's called. Gaucheri not necessarily worried about placement. He's just blasted as hard as he can. You see coming to the left side of Nicholas, but to get yourself lined up, to scoop it up, you have to be just about perfectly positioned. He wasn't right there, a little bit off his footing. It's the first point up on the board for the Renegades, set number 2.
Beautiful catch. Nice return by Julian. Here's Ubia from the 11 line. Rotate forehand. Sherry winds up. That's 2-all. Stopped by Nicholas. Nicholas's forehand, hard throw, will score. Well played by Nicholas. That is 3 points for Nicholas and Julian. Of the Wall Warriors in black, Nicholas serves.
Yeah, I don't know how Nicholas stopped that one, Stu. I got to be honest with you. I mean, that was a pretty good 2-all. That opened up nicely. That ball seemingly in the net. Nicholas picked it and killed it with the forehand. Be a little bit far off the inside there. Julian there in the backcourt as well, but could not get back on the inside to make that catch. A 3-1 lead.
There's the backhand by Ubia. Robote coming out. Robote forehand to pass. Powerful right side. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Big right side by Ubia. Beautiful catch and return by Nicholas. Ubia is there. Robote forehand. Nice catch by Nicholas. Aggressively in the front court. Here's the catch by Ubia. Backhand to the inside. Julian's there. Sherry on the catch, winds up. Back to the inside. Beautiful catch by Julian. There's the backhand by Julian. Julian on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Julian from the forehand, keeps it low enough. That ball is tipped in the backcourt. 4 points for Nicholas and Julian. Nicholas serves.
Sees Sherry coming all the way back to Ubia. I mean, deep in the backcourt for some discussion. Haven't seen the team. I mean, just looked a little bit rattled out here. Haven't quite been able to get the offense going in set number 2.
Here's a backhand by Julian. That clears the overhead screen. Robote coming out. Robote fired low and hard and caught by Julian. On the wall. Tough save. Nicholas moves in, winds up. Bilo scooped up by Gaucheri. There's the backhand by Ubia. Forehand takes off and hits the overhead screen. 2 points for the orange shirts, Gaucheri and Ubia.
And the first mistake we've seen from Julian in a while there in the backcourt. I mean, that Robote was that ball was on the wall. Tough save by Gaucheri, and then this one too. Quick reaction, scooped it up on the forehand. Look at this catch by Julian too. And coming back to him deep in the backcourt with a big bounce, controlled it nicely, but then that forehand just sailing away from him.
Beautiful catch again by Julian. Big backhand to the inside. Robote. Julian takes a scoop. Big time on the left side. That's beautiful. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Julian from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown. Ubia is there. Catch by Julian. Backhand, lower and harder. Gaucheri's there. Gaucheri back to the inside. This scoop attempt is tipped. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves.
He's been incredible on those throughout this match so far. Just got to stay locked in. tough catches to make pretty consistently. And Gaucheri's, his ball is now heating up, traveling a little further and moving faster. He's just whipping these Costanos right at Julian's feet, forcing him to make that catch repeatedly. Established he can do so. Again, still in this third set, just a 1-point deficit now. Was a 4-1 lead just a few moments ago.
Beautiful catch by Julian. Big backhand got away from him and hit the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score. Gaucheri serves.
And after you make a tough catch, sometimes that ball is rolling around in the basket. Don't think Julian had full control. Haven't seen one get away from him quite like that today, especially from the left side where he's been precise.
Ball in and out of the cesta. 5 points, possible set, possible match point for Gaucheri and Ubia.
That really opened up off the side wall, Stu. Kind of crossed up there between the left side and the right. Probably would have been an easier right side catch, but he was not expecting that bounce at all. Tough to make that adjustment at the last second, force that miss.
Here's a catch and return by Julian. Backhand by Ubia. Hard throw to the inside. Julian's there. Julian from the forehand. Lays it up. Ubia's there. Backhand. There's a backhand from the 11 line. Ubia on the catch. Here's the backhand by Julian. Ubia, backhand, hard throw to the inside. Julian's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Ubia again. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played beautifully by Nicholas Robote. Hard throw to the inside. Julian's there. Scoop attempt is tipped. That is point, set, and match 4. Gaucheri and Ubia take it in straight sets, 6-2, 6-4.
That win for Gaucheri and Ubia. Renegades lock up the game day. One match to go, that 5th-ranked doubles. Gonna have El Barba and Aratz taking on Joseph and Julian. That'll be coming your way in just a couple minutes as Julian, a little extra break here between this match as well.
And we will now see the scoreboard for game day. 5 points. The direction of the orange shirts, the Robote Renegades. 1 point for the Wall Warriors. That scoreboard, of course, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. See the total team scores there along the bottom. 58 points for the Cesta Cyclones. Robote Renegades with 52 total points. 42, 41.5, and 28.5 points for these Wall Warriors. One more match in today's game day, a doubles match. We'll finish things off for this evening. And let us now hear from the winners of that match, Gaucheri and Ubia of the Robote Renegades.
All right, Gaucheri, Ubia, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you. Feeling pretty good. Like always, right? Able to contribute those extra points towards the league. That's our mentality. We're here on a mission. We want to close the gap that was once ours, and happy for the win today.
Gaucheri, talk to me a little bit about the strategy playing against Julian and Nicholas, who you guys don't usually play against.
Well, they are a very difficult opponent, and we try to catch and don't miss balls. And when I have the chances to kill the point, kill it, but don't miss easy balls and trust in each other.
How do you guys have built that trust between each other as a doubles team?
There's no way around it, right? You have to do like hours on the court. It's as simple as that. You have to know every look, what means, every step, pretty much, and that's gone through practice, hours and hours of practice, basically.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
All right, thank you.
Gosheri and Ubia finish up the Fall 23 as the top-ranked team for the Renegades at 5-3, Stu. Pretty solid. Again, the first time that Gosheri's had a different partner on that top team. Usually his younger brother Arats has been behind him. Didn't know how that top-ranked team would fare, but got Gosheri up in the front, and Ubia, who continued to improve throughout the season, ended up working out pretty well for that Renegades team. Also, considering that their second-ranked team, plus 500 as well, with a record of 7-3 now with that win a few moments ago.
And again, we have a little bit of an extended break here because Julian has played 3 back-to-back as a result of the injuries on the Wall Warriors and necessary substitutions. Both team captain Inaki is out with an injury, and Bragley's out with an injury. But I'll tell you, this next one is going to be fun. Always is.
And one of the better teams all season long for the Wall Warriors, too. Joseph and Julian, their 5th-ranked doubles team, a record of 3-2 coming into this one, plus 500. The only other team for the Warriors that is plus 500 was the top-ranked team, Inaki and Nicholas, and they were undefeated when Inaki was playing up there in the front court. But Joseph and Julian take on El Barba and Arats. Again, this team, originally Williams and Arats. Williams working his way back from a wrist injury, hoping to have him back very soon, as are the Renegades. But El Barba's filled in, say, pretty well so far this season. Looking to add another win. He was great this last week, Stu, against these Wall Warriors when he substituted up in the front court. Probably the best we've seen him play.
Always exciting, too, when El Barba's on the court.
Yes, always fun.
Slightly different energy. Well, not slightly, a significantly different energy in the building and on the court.
And about a minute and a half until we begin our next match. And let's recap the day.
We'll be back tomorrow, though, right?
Yes, Stu.
I just want to make sure. I need to clear my calendar.
Clear your schedule. We're going to need you. You got half these matches, Stu. Tomorrow, Iturbide and Jairo gets the action started. That means it's going to be the Chargers and the Devils all day long. 3 singles matches and 3 doubles matches. Big day for those two teams. Really, I mean, at this point, we can pull up those standings here with about a minute to go so you can see what we're talking about here. Really big day between the Chargers and Devils tomorrow. Chargers a game day ahead, but again, all things will even out at the end of the season. Half-point lead for the Chargers at the moment. With 7.5 points up for grabs tomorrow, the Chargers could help themselves out and play their way back into that 3rd and final playoff spot. They control their own destiny, taking on those Devils. And they're looking to get back into 3rd place.
Andrew, I know I've asked you before, but I should pay better attention in our meetings. What does PPR stand for?
PPR, possible points remaining.
Ah, okay.
So again, some days 7.5 point game days, some days 8 point game days. But you see, that's the total remaining for each team here in this Fall 23 season of Battle Court. Renegades with a couple extra, Warriors with a couple extra, the Cyclones up there at the top, but they played a couple extra game days compared to the rest of the teams. Just a couple seconds to wind down the clock. El Barba and Arats will be serving to Joseph and Julian. This will be the finale on this Monday, Stu. We are ready to begin our 6th and final match. El Barba and Arats serve to Joseph Julian. There's a serve. His doubles match is underway. Nice catch on the inside by Arats. He launches this one. 2-pass, forehand rebote laid up, pushed outside. Here's Arats charging. Drop shot. Joseph gets up there, puts it just above the pad. Good reach by Arats. The 2-wall is tipped on the return. First point goes to El Barba and Arats of the Renegades.
Always a good strategy. We haven't seen it in a while. When the guy's scrambling to get outside, it's a good time to make, even if it's not a particularly well-thrown 2-wall. It's always difficult to catch the ball when you're scrambling.
Fault over serve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Julian opens up for the carom. That lands in and scores. Ties it up 1-1. Take a look here at the carom by Julian.
Really beautifully executed to score.
Big backhand. That one just launched by Aratz off the serve. Joseph coming back,
Nice
makes a
Robote
diving save. Here's Aratz. There's a long drop shot. Joseph taking off, trying to get up to it. That ball knocked down. 2 points for the Renegade.
He wanted that so badly on the right side. He was willing to run up the side wall to try to get it, and it's like, no, that just so overcomplicates things. You're there, just make the catch. You're up there, just make the catch. Don't get me wrong. I've seen Joseph make that catch with both feet on the side wall.
Backhand 2-wall. Aratz calls him off, charging from the outside. The carom return. Julian just does get out there before the second bounce. Here's Aratz coming cross court. He's inside to scoop it up. Hard backhand. Here's the rebote by Julian. It's a 2-wall. El Barba reaching in. El Barba now. Soft touch on the drop shot. Julian gets up there in plenty of time. Carom, soft touch by Julian, is missed. Second point for Joseph and Julian. We're tied up 2-2.
Again, usually Jai-Alai is played where the ball is being thrown very hard each throw, not always necessary. You see change up in strategy here. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Well, good focus on that.
Aratz opens up with a strong backhand, coming right up the middle. Julian controls it. Long carom. Drops in. El Barba stops this one. Carambola by El Barba. Scores.
Well thrown.
3-2 advantage for the Renegades.
Again, El Barba continuing his tradition of coming in off of the taxi squad and landing shots when he has to. Good catches, good throws.
Absolutely.
Well done for Barba.
That carambola is devastating, Stu. Coming right back at the opposing front quarter and tough to control with that spin. Julian juggled that serve. That is an ace. 4-2 lead for the Renegades.
Again, you got to think about if you were trying to stop a ball with a 2x4 or someone was throwing you a ball and you were holding on to a tennis racket, how you try to stop the ball by giving with your wrist a lot and your arm and trying to cushion it. Same way you catch the highlight ball.
Backhand 2-wall. Aratz calls him off again. Here's Aratz. Hard forehand delivered inside.
Beautiful
What a catch by Julian. 2-wall coming back to El Barba. Good body control. He scoops it up. Higher and harder now, Julian. That ball takes him to the outside. He makes a rebote save. Aratz just does get up there. Outside placement is knocked down. 5-2 lead for the Renegades. El Barba and Aratz have a possible set point.
I think at the same time that Julian yelled yours, Joseph was just lining up to catch the ball. Not saying it was a distraction. I'm just saying just the timing was off.
Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Aratz. That one launched. Julian getting out there for the rebote, turned it outside, but that is outside the court. Point and set. El Barba and Aratz take it 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll play our second set.
That's an example of I know what he was trying to do. He just failed to execute. Trying to drop it, drop shot to the outside, basically right at El Barba's feet and have him move up on the ball. Maybe El Barba on the move wasn't going to be able to catch it, but got to keep it within the lines. That landed just wide. But kudos to Julian. I mean, he's just been, let's say, this is his third match. One of those matches went 3 sets. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
That was his 6th set of the day. 6th set in a row. Right, we had 2. 3 of them 6-4, and then 6-2, 6-2, 6-1.
Look at Ben of the Robote Renegades. Hooking Julian up with some water. There's
Nice
Robin
guy,
on his
Ben,
left
huh?
side. Ben, oh yeah, Ben is awesome. Ben is awesome. We'll see if Julian says thank you. I don't know that he's got energy.
That one looks cold too. You can see the.
That's one of the Robote Renegades.
Yeah. Oh, that's the
Ben always comes
special
in. Ben
Renegades
always comes
water
in with the cart. That's absolutely.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can see that. The WJL does not turn blue when it's cold enough, though. Kind of like the. Is that Court Jai-Alai back in the days too? I was too young. I couldn't drink at that time. I wasn't too focused, but I just thought it was cool that they turned blue. Got some replays here.
I don't know that I'm going to drink anything that's turning blue. I don't know.
The mountains turned blue on the can of the Court Jai-Alai.
Really? Did they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think back in the day. But we got some replays here and
Before my time. Robote coming out.
if it was during my time, Stu, by definition, he had to be there too.
I just
So
don't-
I thought-
I
yeah,
ju-
hey,
I'm just-
you
I'm
never
just not
know, you don't
remembering it.
know.
That's the one there where Joseph just both feet on the wall.
Yeah, as you said, we've seen him make that catch, kind of like the Spider-Man wall catch, but not happening there. Whipped this one straight outside.
Split
and,
placement.
yeah, just missed it again. If Josephs can start to make these catches and mix it up, no doubt this Warriors team can force the third set. See if they can do so right here. Ready to go with set number 2. Joseph serves. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Long backhand. That one actually dropping low. What a catch by Julian as it crossed the side wall. Arat's on the inside. Powerful backhand again. This one passing. Joseph looking for it. Robote save. El Barba there to cut it off. El Barba with a drop shot to the inside. 2 bounces ruled. Perfectly thrown by El Barba. Get the Renegades on the board first in our second set.
That was absolutely well thrown by El Barba. He saw Joseph to the outside, Julian lingering back. Watch El Barba make this catch. He's got choices to make. Just drops it inside, follows through nicely. Joseph back to the inside, will not make the play.
Oh, running backhand. Arat's not going to get there in the air. Likes to play the Robote on the back end. Julian controls it on the forehand. The Kareah is stopped by El Barba. Powerful forehand. The one-handed scoop just tipped. It's a 2-0 advantage
Again,
for the Renegade.
Barba doing an excellent job there, crossing the sidewall deep in the backcourt, setting up a difficult catch for Julian.
Julian opens up with a strong backhand. Arat's backed up into the corner, committed. He made the play. Here's Julian on the left side. Powerful backhand again. Kicks off the sidewall. Arat stops it. This one going to pass. Julian out there for the Robote. Dropped at the feet of Arat. He's inside to scoop it up. He launches his backhand wall to wall. Julian calls for Joseph to take it. He puts it inside right on the wall where it scores. Perfect placement there. Gets the Warriors their first point of our second set.
There'll be no shutout here in the second set. 1 point goes on the board for the Black Shirts, the Wall Warriors, Joseph and Julian.
Aratz winds it up. The split placement. Scores.
There's a quick throw there by Aratz. El Barba crossed in front of Joseph. Don't know if he came between him and the ball. Appeared to, but
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for El Barba. That is a double fault Second over serve. Point goes to the Warriors. Joseph now serves. Well, the double fault's kind of plaguing El Barba here. We've seen one per match over his last three. Never want to give away points off the serve.
No, definitely not off the serve. He's more than capable of getting it between the 4 and the 7.
Especially players capable as El Barba. Arats gets up to that serve before it crosses. Julian with a missed ball there on the left side. Julian wastes no time, shoots the 2 while El Barba stops it again. High hard play, 3 walls. Julian, trying to take that one on the right side, overran it. That's going to be a 5th point for the Renegades. Possible set and a possible match point for El Barba and Arats.
I'm not sure that Julian has anything left in the tank.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
This
This has
been a lot of points. I mean, this has really been a lot of points for him to play.
Julian, the carom, stopped by El Barba, could not hold on to it. Extends the match here, 3rd point for the Warriors. Two-wall, shot by Arats. Julian calls him off. He's there on the outside. The soft carom opens up and kicks out of play. Point, set, and match. El Barba and Arats take it in straight sets. 6-2, 6-3. Stay tuned to the post-game show. That's coming your way momentarily.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Big win here for the Renegades too, taking 6.5 of a possible 7.5 against the Wall Warriors. Let's cut to some of those replays to recap the action that we just saw behind us. Stu taking us back to our first match. Joseph and Nicholas taking on Goenaga and Rots.
Joseph and Nicholas, Goenaga and Rots. Goenaga wasted no time throwing shots both from the forehand and backhand. Joseph there, again, good power running, but truth of the matter is got to get that focus a little bit better as far as stopping that ball in the cesta. Goenaga throwing quite a few drop shots here. That, again, trying to snap that ball into the cesta, just not working there for Joseph.
Yeah, bunch of drop shots as well, and again, just not quite controlling those that well on the inside. Tough. First match going in favor of the Renegades. Straight set victory, 6-3, 6-2 to start off the day. Then that brought us to that Ubia Kareah singles match, all Ubia.
Beautiful throw there by Ubia. Nice carom. This Ubia was just spot on today in both his singles and doubles performance. Kareah not able to really make anything happen. Also was playing back. Not able to get the ball into the cesta. Right there, trying to take it on the bounce. Again, scoop just not lined up. Not a good showing today for Kareah. Ubia not making any mistakes. So that second game, first singles game, went the direction of Ubia. Then that brought us to a fun one. It's always fun when Ben and Robin are on the court together.
Yes, it is, Stu, and really good start here for Ben in that opening set. Look at this, tracking it down, gets there before the second bounce, and look at this finish on the carom.
Yeah, that was the first of two really good caroms that he threw during the day. He threw a long carom later. This is it right here. Boom. Hard to get. You see that ball lands on the floor close to the front wall by about the 3 or 4 line. Backhand 2-all by Robin. I believe this is the one that perfect placement. Boom. That's why we call it perfect placement. See it trapped in that cage. Bounces off the back wall, rattles around back there. Really well thrown. And Ben puts this one like glue on the side wall. Just beautifully executed. Out of any reach of Robin. Robin, full force, full-throated effort to try to make that catch. Just not happening. Ben looking for Rebote here. Look, he digs it out nicely. Beautiful scoop here by Ben. Good control. Backhand from the 8 line. Well thrown to the inside. Ball going wide. That gave Ben the match. Always good-spirited Robin there to congratulate him. Very sincere hug. And that got us to Goenaga and Julian, and it was looking, especially with Julian looking ahead at 3 matches back-to-back. It was looking like Julian in this first set just wasn't able to make anything happen. Didn't look like it was going to bode well for the rest of his matches, but this wound up going 3 sets.
Yeah, it did, Stu, and in that third set, see Julian continuing to fight here. There's a couple of serves that ended set number 2. I think 2 aces in a row. Bunch of aces throughout that second set. Julian ending it with 2 right there.
Nice 2-all.
Nice combination.
Good read by Julian. But once Julian gets it on that forehand out there, be careful. Beautiful catch. Nice return by Goenaga.
And some nice rallies here in this third set. See this Rebote advancing. Makes it in the air. Back to the inside. And the catching by Julian. Look at this one.
That was the outside placement. Yeah, look at that.
Just
really well executed.
Out of reach. Tried to make that diving save. Love the effort and come up with that one. So now into our third set. Goenaga again to the inside. That one just beat Julian. His forehand crossing low, dropping right at the feet of Goenaga. That one tipped and tipped.
Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. Yeah, I know that Goenaga had no intention of hitting him, but the surest way to make sure that doesn't happen again is a nice big fine.
Yeah, with a big bounce, dropped inside, and see Julian fake the outside placement, keeps it inside, crossing the side wall, And that forehand ended at 6-4 in favor of Julian in the final 2 sets with that comeback win.
Very well done. Then Julian had 2 doubles matches back-to-back. The first playing with Nicholas in the front.
Yeah, against the top team of the Renegades.
Exactly. There was some question as to whether or not this one was in. And even on the replay, so you have the front court judge walking over to the spot, and basically he calls it in. When he points towards the court, that's him calling it in. He's called in with a certain amount of surety.
Right, yeah. I mean, you don't see that all too often. They're sure and call.
There was actually a replay on it, and
call stood.
It was verified. That was in.
One shot straight to the outside. So much power there from Gaucheri. Look at this catch. Tough catch off the serve by Julian. This one dropping low. You see Gaucheri. This is a 2-all. This is the play. I don't know. Nicholas just tracks it down, charging down the outside. Look at this effort. Able to get the point for his team. Warriors were able to open up a big lead in this second set. And then pretty dramatic run by Gaucheri and Ubia gets started off after Gaucheri scoops this field. Look at that. Scoops it up. Forehand return. That ball missed by Julian.
Frustrating. You can absolutely see the frustration on his face.
And that final ball at 5-4 in favor of the Renegades, just tipped by Nicholas. What a comeback for the Renegades. They take that top-ranked doubles match, and with Nicholas and Julian filling in. Zinaki was out today. Brought us to the finale. Zelbarba and Aratz against Joseph and Julian for the 3rd time in a row.
Joseph not putting on the show that we've seen him put on before, and Aratz was working him. Aratz was working him in the front court with drop shots, 2-alls. Julian apologizing for not backing him up sufficiently. That was one 2-all that landed well. Again, Julian was working El Barba, and Aratz was working Joseph. Good catch here by Aratz. Aratz sees where Joseph is. Joseph is behind him. So throw the drop shot. That's the one, Joseph. Jumping up onto the wall. Missed the catch. You want to make the catch, not jump on the wall. El Barba, I'll tell you, was spot on.
And again, gets it on the outside. Good power. And he scored with it.
And again, Joseph swatting at the ball. That's a nice forehand rebote.
And trying to track down the drop shot. Wasn't working for Joseph out the day, but that was pretty well done. You see El Barba again. I mean, he's been stopping these with consistency on the outside and scoring.
Beautiful throw crossing the sidewall back there at the 10 line. Really well done. Aratz on the catch. Winds up. Boom. Hit it with the cesta. Came back here with a good serve. That's a nice catch by Aratz. Hard throw to the inside. Julian with an uncharacteristic miss, but by the same token, he had also played 2 matches before. Nice 2-all. El Barba with a hop.
The hop. Look at that.
That can't feel good on the knees. Rebote just not there for Julian. Again, this is when Julian was beginning to look like it was really out of gas. Good catch. Here comes the carom. That carom is out.
Kareah just kicks wide of the court right there. A big game day win for the Renegades, once again adding 6.5 of a possible 7.5 points to. So not a clean sweep of the game day over the Renegades, but adding enough points where they are now within 5.5 of first place. As Stu and I join you back on camera here. Let's pull up those standings if you can. See, all 5 of our teams stack up. Cyclones up at the top. You see Renegades in second. There's that 5.5 points separated into 2. But third place is the one to look out for. Chargers, a half point ahead of the Devils. But the Chargers a full game day ahead. Those 2 teams will be competing tomorrow. And probably one of the biggest game days of the season. And 2 teams vying for that final playoff spot. Then the Warriors down there, 28.5 points at the bottom of our standings, too. Player of the day today. I mean, a couple of good candidates, some good matches back and forth the entire way, but any one person you got to go with.
I kept going back and forth between Ubia and Ben. Ubia played really well. Seems to have overcome some of the errors that he was making earlier in the season. But the truth of the matter for me, Ben takes the game day. Looked really solid in that match against Robin in the singles. And Ben, get your player of the day.
Yeah, we just spoke with Ben a couple moments ago. Let's hear it. What he had to say. Hey, everybody. We are here with Ben, our player of the day for today. Got to ask you first about that singles match with Robin. You know, he's got a couple years experience over you. What's the mindset going into a match like that?
When you play somebody Robin's caliber, you got to know, you got to be real focused. I've been watching film of his since Saturday, just trying to, you know, get a better read on what he likes to do in singles. It was. I appreciated playing him because he's been one of my better friends on the team. But yeah, I was just focusing, locked in, and did what I wanted to do, which is the only real advantage I have, which is conditioning.
You have a couple matches down the stretch with Goenaga and Gosheri both. What are you going to have to do to close out those matches and ultimately get back into that top seed?
Be the catcher back there. Like in baseball, be the backstop. Don't let too much get by me. You know, don't put them in bad positions where they have to just do saves instead of, you know, actually getting a little bit of power on their rebote. So yeah, it's not going to be hard. Both of them are great players, so it's very simple. Just catch what needs to be caught.
Congratulations, another game day win. Ben, our player of the day. That was Ben, our player of the day for today, Stu.
Yep.
Again, you heard the two teams competing tomorrow. Lifestyle Miami Chargers against the Tejada Devils, looking to get in that final playoff spot. Iturbide and Jairo get the action started. Then Zuleika and Benny against Douglas and Arta, followed by Rock and Iriondo in singles. Then Benny against Urbieta, some great matches on the slate. And two doubles still to close it out. Zuleika and Rock against Douglas and Iriondo. Then Iturbide and Spinner against Jairo and Urbieta. Should be a fun day for all of us in store tomorrow when we return as we continue on with this Fall 23 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman. He's Stu Nyman. We'll be back with you tomorrow as we continue on.
See you tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Jairo, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!